Hello everyone, you're now with me, Ruben Gomez, for TVS News at 5. Now, let us begin. A special committee for citizenship status will be re-established in Sarawak after it was terminated in 2016 due to the transitions of a new government. The committee will incorporate between the federal government and state government to certify any citizenship application under Article 15A of the Federal Constitution.
The state government has not given up and has applied to the Ministry of Home Affairs to resume the special committee because citizenship issues still exist in Sarawak.
How we started, bagaimana jawatan kuasa ini ditubuhkan dan ia bermula, ia ditubuhkan pada 23 Ogos 2016 ya. Ini atas budi bicara. There's no such thing di dalam perlembagaan ya untuk penubuhan jawatan kuasa khas. Atas budi bicara menteri pada masa itu, Menteri Dalam Negeri Datuk Seri Zahid Zabidi, after we make a courtesy call, we presented our case why jawatan kuasa ini perlu ditubuhkan dan untuk tujuan iaitu kesejahteraan anak-anak supaya mereka ini dapat bersekolah, supaya mereka dapat melanjutkan pelajaran, supaya mereka dapat iaitu bantuan dari segi misalnya kebajikan kesehatan
She said this after a coordination meeting on the issue of identification documents at Baitul Makmur 2, Kuching on Saturday. Fatima said, since the special committee was established, a total of 9 applications were received in February 2022 to obtain citizenship status for children.
Dalam proses kerja itu, in 2019, mengeluarkan kenyataan siaran media, penambahbaikan proses permohonan di bawah perkara 15A in 2019, bahawa mulai tahun 2020 ini before masa COVID dah ni, tempoh permohonan kewarganegaraan yang diterima bagi individu di bawah akan melalui proses lebih efisien 3 bulan di Jabatan Pendaftaran, 8 bulan di Kementerian Dalam Negeri.
Fatima said her ministry will hold more awareness programs on citizenship issues under Article 15A of the Federal Constitution. The program will be held mainly in remote areas which lack access to government services.
Now, homestay operators need to be creative and innovative in promoting their tourism products that can attract local and international tourists. Therefore, in line with the initiative to promote the country's eco-tourism, the government had allocated 30 million ringgit to assist homestay operators.
Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Dato Sri Nancy Shukri says her ministry is ready to assist the homestay operators to revive and upgrade their businesses.
Pelancong ni banyak caranya, dia banyak minat, ada minat dia kata orang niche tourism. Mereka berminat untuk mengail, mereka berminat untuk ada naik hiking trail tu kan. Jadi dengan produk yang sudah ada dalam negara kita, kita boleh mewujudkan aktiviti-aktiviti tertentu untuk orang datang ke tempat kita. Sebenarnya pelancongan ini lebih kepada kreativiti pengusaha itu sendiri.
With various initiatives by MOTAC to upgrade homestays nationwide, operators or entrepreneurs must register under the ministry to make it easier for them to get assistances.
Kita ada juga bantuan untuk homestay. Baru-baru ini ada dari tahun lepas kita telah mula memberi sebanyak RM600 one-off, bukan one-off, untuk 3 bulan kepada 3,500 orang pengusaha homestay yang mendaftar dengan MOTAC. Saya perlu jelaskan sini, mereka mesti mendaftar dengan MOTAC.
To restore the country's tourism industry competitiveness, MOTAC has formulated the National Tourism Policy 2020 to 2030, an agenda mainly focused to increase national income. In addition, it aims to promote cooperation, investment, empowering the local community, strengthening the resilience and sustainability of the country's tourism industry in the future.
Now, the 19th State Assembly Dune special sitting will be held for 3 days from 14 to 16 February to fulfill the requirements as stated in Article 21(4) of the Sarawak State Constitution. According to Dune Speaker Tan Sri Dato' Amar Muhammad Asfia Awang Nasar, there will be no opening ceremony by the Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Tun Abdul Taib Mahmud. Instead, it will be held on a later date to be decided by the state government.
Namun begitu, ucapan perasmian oleh Tuan Yang Terutama Yang di-Pertuan Negeri akan diadakan kemudian pada satu tarikh yang akan ditetapkan oleh Kerajaan Negeri. Persidangan kali ini akan dimulakan dengan upacara angkat sumpah ahli-ahli Dewan Undangan Negeri pada hari persidangan pertama, iaitu Isnin 14 Februari 2022. Pada hari tersebut, kesemua 82 orang ahli-ahli yang berhormat adalah dijemput hadir bersama pasangan masing-masing.
He added that the assembly sitting is held to fulfill the requirements as stated in Article 21(4) of the Sarawak State Constitution, that the new state assembly shall call for a meeting on a date not later than 120 days from the date of the dissolution for the previous Dune.
Maiki tinggi aku jerah. Hai, kami Kiri Geres. Ibu lupa temu janji kita hari Sabtu dengan Ahad di Inspirasi TVS pukul 8.35 malam, channel Astro 122 dan My TV. Jumpa di Sinun.
Welcome back. The government has agreed to appoint a Federal Land Development Authority FELDA Youth representative as member of FELDA's Board of Directors. The appointment serves as an acknowledgement of the role played by FELDA youths in helping to develop the land schemes.
Prime Minister Dato' Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob says he was informed by the FELDA chairman Dato' Sri Idris Jusel. Ismail Sabri also approved an allocation of 600,000 ringgit to youth under FELDA.
Saya dengan ini meluluskan RM300,000 untuk MBFM, RM200,000 untuk KAF dan RM100,000 untuk persada. Jadi malam ni saya kena bayar makanan RM600,000. Saya harap dengan sumbangan daripada pihak kerajaan, Persatuan Belia, FELDA, KAF dan persada akan mengadakan program bagi membantu ahli-ahli mereka.
At the same time, Ismail Sabri hoped that the implementation of the Settlers Development Program could be expedited as the project would generate additional income for settlers, as well as creating employment opportunities for FELDA residents.
Ini akan mewujudkan peluang pekerjaan berkemahiran dan berpendapatan tinggi. Sebagai contoh, projek tanaman nanas MD2 di FELDA Besau perlu diperluaskan. Bukan saja di peringkat tanaman, malah turut diwujudkan industri hiliran seperti pengetinan, jus minuman dan snack yang akan memberi nilai tambah di pasaran termasuk untuk ekspor.
Now, the monthly minimum wage of 1,500 ringgit was not a rash decision, but was determined after discussion with various parties. Industry players should understand that Malaysians can no longer depend on a salary rate below 1,500 ringgit per month due to the increasing cost of living. The setting of the minimum wage also involved discussions with the National Wage Consultative Council (NPGN) and requires the approval of the Prime Minister as well as the Cabinet.
Economic slowdown should not be used as an excuse not to increase the minimum wage, as the country need to increase cash flow to revive the economy and take care of the people's well-being.
Boleh tak kita hidup dengan 1,200? Cuba bayang. Dulu ramai tak masuk sektor kerajaan, pilih tak pilih sektor kerajaan, kerana gaji kerajaan rendah daripada gaji swasta, maka ramai pergi ke swasta. Dan hari ini saya lihat gaji swasta lebih rendah daripada gaji kerajaan. Dalam keadaan kelembapan ekonomi, kita perlu memperbanyakkan aliran tunai on the ground. Baru dia akan kita pulih lebih cepat. Dalam keadaan kita dah tahu kelembapan ekonomi, kita perlu jaga nasib rakyat.
Adding to that, he said in the past 3 years, the minimum wage rate had not been implemented and his ministry had not made a sudden decision. Instead, it was based on the aspirations of the people.
Now, Master Builders Association Malaysia MBAM has asked the government to consider postponing the implementations of minimum wage and electricity tariff hikes for the next 2 years. The association president Tan Sri Sufri Madzin said this to accommodate the industry's stability and capability.
In a statement, he opined that the minimum wage and electricity tariff should remain because of the current economic and COVID-19 conditions. Sufri said that the construction cost has also skyrocketed due to the instability in prices of building materials, compliance to the COVID-19 SOP, and the increase in cost of hiring foreign workers in line with the new SOP. He added that this will mainly affect the operation of smaller contractors in the 51 to 54 category. Since the pandemic hit Malaysia, Sufri said contractors were required to absorb all the additional COVID-19 related mitigation costs and adhere to Act 446 in providing a conducive living space for workers. Meanwhile, on the electricity tariff hike, he said Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB still records an increase in its revenue and earnings, with the imbalance cost passed through ICPT rebate of 2 cents per kilowatt hour implemented on all customers.
The government is monitoring 92 SIC projects throughout the country, that is those that are delayed beyond 2 months or 20% of their completion date. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Economy, Datuk Sri Mustafa Muhammad said these projects were being monitored by the Implementation Coordination Unit ICU in the Prime Minister's Department.
Mustafa said among the main causes identified were delays in the completion by the project's contractors and consultants and issues in implementations such as coordination problems between clients, implementing agencies and third parties.
Pusat akhir 31 bulan Januari yang lalu, di mana kita mengambil perhatian tentang beberapa projek sakit sebelum kedua semasa seluruh negara. Projek sakit itu definisinya kalau lewat melebihi 60 hari, ya, maka dianggap sebagai projek sakit. Jadi kita pantau dengan rapi melalui jawatankuasa, dipantau oleh ICU dan jawatankuasa dedication kita pantau semasa ke semasa. Termasuklah juga projek-projek pengenalan kerajaan, ya, tanpa menghadapi masalah. Satu COVID, ya, satu masalah kontraktor, apapun perkara ini dipantau oleh pihak ICU dan dilaporkan kepada kami dari semasa ke semasa.
Commenting further, Mustafa said the government had taken appropriate steps to strengthen the criteria for selecting and appointing contractors and consultants, in addition to boosting the skills of civil servants in managing national development projects.
Well, that concludes TVS News at 5. I'm Ruben Gomez. Anytime, anywhere.